our new National Elections Watch say if waiting the ECSL the give not correspond, then we get for put them together. Let we see exactly waiting and waiting they happen. So far, let me just listen quickly. So this press conference where new not all again for the second term, and then hear waiting then get for say with regards this particular result where ECSL don't announce. When they come back, just now.
On the partial results announced yesterday by Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone.
Please now for increase the volume of your set. This of the recording again, not too clear.
Over to you, Reverend James Lahai, who is the coordinator of the National Elections Watch, to present our verification results.
Process and results verification for transparency update, PRVT. Partial election results released by ECSL. Based on the information issued by ECSL yesterday afternoon regarding partial election results from 60% of polling stations across the country, and using the disaggregated data by district, National Election Watch is able to confirm that so far the portion of results announced by the Electoral Commission match National Elections Watch PRVT when taking into account an equal portion of the PRVT results. We wish to thank the Commission for providing data disaggregated by districts, which increase transparency of the process and can build confidence for the remaining process. The results announced by ECSL are based on 60% of polling stations in each district, but do not represent 60% of the total votes cast in each district because polling stations vary in size. For example, in Kailan, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 80% of the registered voters in the district. In Bombali, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 71% of registered voters in the district. In Port Loko, the valid votes cast in 60% of polling stations announced represent 66% of registered voters in the district. In Bond, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 71% of registered voters in the district. And in Western Area Urban, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 44% of registered voters in the district. However, new affirms that all ballots have not yet been counted. Based on our PRVT findings and the ECSL data announced thus far, we are confident that once all votes are counted with integrity, voter turnout will be 77.3% plus or minus 1.7%, between 75.4% and 79%, and no candidate will reach the constitutional threshold of 55% of votes cast in the first round. News PRVT data, which is the basis for this projection, will be made available to the public subsequently. For the 2023 elections, new trained and deployed 6,000 observers across the country, covering every polling center. Of these observers, 750 were specially trained and deployed to a statistically representative sample of polling stations across all the 5 regions and 16 districts in Sierra Leone using the Process and Results Verification for Transparency PRVT methodology. The PRVT allowed NIU to assess the quality of election day processes and independently verify the official election results announced by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL. News 2023 PRVT successfully consolidated findings that are representative of all polling stations at a national scale.
Thank you very much. And the National Elections Watch will continue to engage the public as we move on. Thank you.
Okay, it's simple and that's now the way they can say done and dusted, yeah. That now ECSL no. That now new National Elections Watch where they give you their own statistics. Well, in other words, they just don't tell we say what we talk yesterday, we very much correct. Where me, Bible and Alpha Studio, we very correct. Where I tell and say this result from what we see, no way no day where this election the end na first rounds. Except if ECSL want for look of all of them things and say no to them and say we dey give Marabio first rounds victory. But as it is, it's not ever possible let any candidate get victory on the first rounds. Constitutionally, you're supposed to get 55%. And according to EMM New, they say let's just go to the how you call them? The press release where they pull as well for backup. All right. Sorry about that. Ah, okay. All right. So, okay, I just noticed something anyway. Sorry, just hold on, please. Sorry. I just figure out certain things there. Okay. I can show now the press release because sometimes if I read them word by word. Ouch. If I read them word by word and able to understand waiting this thing they about or waiting we they see, because if we're not able to get that, then no problem, okay? We there for actually guide you, in every on anything we do so far, we they guide you so that you know make mistake at the end of the day. We they guide you seriously, let we all not make mistake. We all for them on the same page, able to understand waiting they happen. I love some of una they all actually try to update me on several things then, and at the same time, myself they as well for able to update you, please. I know say lots of una not go like waiting with the talk. Most of una they feel say we not like Marabio. We not ever talk so, and we not ever say we there against them. No, we just that we there with the voice of the people. If a Marabio win and he win, really lay a vote at the count go to Marabio. In other words, if Marabio end up win the election, of course they get for declare president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Whether you like him or you not like him, yeah, that's not just the reality and not just the fact nowadays. But in the case of outside the people decide otherwise, then a different thing. Okay, so there we go. And that's showing us something. This is not the new press release. After that, I will need for you. What do you think? This is not the new. When are the National Elections Watch and press release? Let me read it and see. The today the 27th and then pull them 1 or 2 hours ago. Then say June 27th, 2023, PRVT, yeah. Updates. That's now the partial election result released by ECSL. Then they try for now can analyze that thing they based on waiting at the evidence them where then get. Now that's exactly then they do. So please, when you come, not forget for like and share the program. And on YouTube, I'll repeat, it not cost you anything for you like the program. Please like the program for me. So this now say, based on information issued by the Electoral Commission for the Sierra Leone yesterday. In other words, they say, based on that information, the way ECSL don't pull Nado, that's 60% regarding the partial election result, when that 60% of all the polling stations there across the country where they don't get. And then say that they use the disaggregated data, by district. That is to say the different figures then by district, and they use that for able for determine all within the person. They say the National Elections Watch, yeah, able for confirm say so far. Take note of this and please not rush with any information. Take the information as it come. Listen. Let me turn Soja Man in this case. You only dey listen to last command. Soja Man go dey parala. The last one dey attention. Now you for waiting. So let we listen to last command. Take all the information, but listen to the final part of waiting with the talk. So based on all of the, they say they want for confirm. What's that day? Okay, they say the National Election was able for confirm say so far that portion of the result where ECSL don't announce in March waiting them na new get. That's 60%. In March waiting them na new get. But no rush with information into other thing a day. Me go say but. Me not say but me go say but. Listen to this. They say in March with waiting them na National Elections Watch gets. Yeah, we get for do the PRVT, where they take into consideration, where they take into account, yeah, the equal portion of this particular result, this PRVT, that document where they can write all of them things them. Yeah, they say we want for thank you to the commission for where they provide data, yeah, by district, where they increase the transparency of the process and same way so go able for make let people and build confidence on the remaining process. You know, we want to give picking bitter maize and forget small sugar. So then so far, they try for make let we all understand. Say they're not ECSL, they're not there against ECSL, in fact, are their partner. And they want for tell them thank you. So let's go and watch this particular part. They say the result where ECSL announced now based on 60% of the polling station them. They say now is inside any of the districts, in each of the districts. But now they don't use that but when maybe use. Interestingly, I not read this yet, but based on what I hear and what I see now they try for analyze. We know they go back and try for take with a look and see waiting. Are the attempt for reader for you in Creole for let we all understand. Now listen. Then say then the best time on the 60% where ECSL give, where now the total vote where people they don't cast all over now the district then. But listen waiting and saying. And so the results announced by ECSL are based on 60% of votes, you know, on each of the districts, yeah, of polling stations in each district, but do not represent 60% of total votes, you know, cast in each district. So, what that simply means? You remember yesterday, we will say ECSL need for come out and explain to we clear one, because what we talk yesterday, when we will still stand on, we say it's not ever possible for lay all of the districts then get 60% because they're all I even use the word say me and Alpha for example, we know they work the same pace, we go to do the same work but not to the same pace, so no way no day where we go all go do the work the same time we done. And again we even make reference say look at the election day St. Anne's where they write inside Freetown all other side they don't vote, in fact they don't almost they done now the time they get box. That simply means say no way no day where all man will get the results at the same time. That is why we also reference an audio from Kemosi say and the ECSL workman where say they not even send their own result it. How ECSL reach to that point? Yeah. So now let we continue for read and let we see what thing they say now. They say 60% now ECSL really don't read. He say but this not to 60%. Of the total vote where people them vote not to 60% of them at all. It said because polling station them vary in size. In other words, the station they're all different. Some go big pass in company, some go small, some different things them. So for example, they give you different example them like 5 bullet points them as example. Then say inside Kailaun, the valid vote when they cast, I mean the total number of people that will vote, we cast them vote. Yeah, 60% of the polling station announced represent 80%. In other words, out of that 60% of valid vote where ECSL don't announce, for Kailaun, they don't read 80% of their own total vote where they cast. You know what that mean? It means say not to 40% of vote from Kailaun left. Now just 20% of the vote from Kailao na left. Because ECSL don't announce, technically 80% of the total vote where people vote, total valid vote from Kailao. Yeah? They say 80% represents, when they announce, represent 80% of the registered voters in the district. You see? So 80% of that don't go. They left 20%. Let me go to the second example. They say inside Bombali, the valid votes when people cast, when they go say this not to void on, I make I take me 10 years study because I hear some big man them. The misinformed people them say, for example, how on earth you will get invalid vote, you get valid vote, you put it all together. If they say valid vote 100%, then invalid vote 10%, that means say now 110%. No, una not misinform people them. No way no they will get that one day. Yeah, so listen, now this exactly is a new time for explain. He say inside Bombali, out of that 60% of votes where ECSL say they don't read, when a partial vote from the presidential results, yeah, out of that 60% where they say they read, he say that one they represent 71% of the registered voters na that district day. In other words, ECSL still get for read like 29%. When we say they still get 29% of the vote from Bombali district where they not touch it. We continue to bullet point number 3. Then say, for example, inside Port Loco, the valid vote cast where ECSL say 60%, now they don't read. It say of the total polling station where they announce, it say it represents 66% of registered voters in the district. What that simply means? It means say out of the registered voters, now 66% they don't talk about. It means say they get a balance of 34% of the total registered voter. But I can't talk about this again in another technical point. Okay, we go to the other one. Then say, for example, inside bonds, the valid vote when they cast 60% as ECSL done waiting of all polling stations. It say that it represents 71% of the registered voters, like waiting they get from Bombali. So this is an example. Which means say inside Western area urban alone, the valid vote count where ECSL announced of 60%. That represents, it represents 44% of the registered voters in the district. Okay, let's make this clear. For example, in Western area, Usai, ECSL say all of the polling stations we don't get, 60% of people don't vote. Now then we don't process 60% of not the people of the polling centers then. Yeah, of the polling stations and 60%, not to the one they vote to. They say when we put all the one they vote, then they represent like 44 represent 44% of the registered voters then. But we have to be careful of what we talk because we find out say some people they will not end up for vote. This then they go by the register, by the number of people that will register. Some people have no vote. So we have to be very careful. But technically it means say more work day. So based on this, all we don't see. Now that's make we tell you yesterday. Now program say no way no day. Nobody no need for glad at this point. Because no way no day where we go day this election no get a runoff. This election will end up with runoff. And if this election they end up with runoff, a lot of things that they will ECSL need for put in place for let they able to get things them be done. Okay, let me move to this. They say, however, that means to say, even when we don't talk about all of this, we don't give all of the example there. It said new affirms that all ballots have not yet been counted. In other words, if we don't talk about all of this, we still want for tell una say all the ballots them, all the votes them, la put all the votes where people vote, they're not still don't count all it too. They say based on we own PRVT findings, based on we own information the way we get, and the ECSL data where they announce thus far, so far, where they don't announce for now, They say we confident, we believe that once all of the votes them, they don't count them, they don't put them together with respect, with integrity, with pride, with fairness. This now wetin dem say. If ECSL no do dabaru business, if dem be fair, if dem try for make sure say dem do the right thing, now that's exactly dem dey try for say. Dem say this na wetin we say, wetin we dey talk about. Number 1 bullet point. Dem say voters turnout na 77.3%, and they tell una just out of the 100%. The total number of people wey register, when na that 3,700,000 and something, I know the content, I know the time for call the exact because I don't remember how often, but that over 3 million votes, registered voter. That one they always register. Now only 77.3% of the total number of people that were registered are able for vote. Remember I said some side the way people they reject them. We still see people that may they protest, say them get the form. If they don't promise them, say if they get the form, they will vote, but they not agree let them vote. So the number of people that will end up for votes at the end of the day, now 77%. So I want to make this clear again. Now, because I'm at 77%, when you calculate the total number of votes, you know they calculate the 3 million again. This 77% now you deduct from that 3 million. And even when at 77% of total valid vote, you take them to 100%. So please let me not mix up the information. You still say out of the 100% of valid vote counts, now they determine the winner. In as much as all of the one they will register, the total number of votes we cast at 77.3%. Let me get this clear. We move. Then say because of all of this, what we don't see and what we get, it not ever possible. No candidate no go reach that constitutional threshold of 55%. In other words, it not ever possible. Let any candidate, now to Marabio, Samora Kamara, it not ever possible. Let any one of them get 55% in these first rounds. We mean say, after when they don't announce all the results, then go run off. You get them? This now according to new. They say it's not ever possible because the constitution say not to first pass the postal. You forget 55% of the total valid vote cast. So it's not ever possible. They get this election for go on-site first round no runoff as the government and the SLPP them press release don't they say. We go and inside new. What new they say again? Let me get this again. Okay, let's just hold on. A lot of things that they were want you now. But to find out say on YouTube, I tell you I say YouTube now the only platform we get secrecy. It no matter if you like. I know say some of you no go let go to the talk, but like the program, please. That then make we know say you follow up. Just like the program and tell we say you follow up with what we talk. You know, whether you like or not like, and just like the program, okay, on YouTube. We get 1,352 with 211. Please just like the program for we. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Just done the program. It not take 2 hours yet. Well, just done 1 hour, in fact. 1 hour some minutes. We don't come back. So let's talk to Una within our Facebook. We get 1,500 people within our Facebook talk. Alright, so you already watched our Facebook right now. Now 3,400. Let's tell you something. Most times we're not able to come on Facebook, but we want to give you a regular update on things the way they happen. So I encourage you now where they na Facebook. For you kindly come over to YouTube. Just come and subscribe, and you turn on the notification. The reason being, if we not come now Facebook within a YouTube, you will get notification where will meet you and then you can watch. For example, we don't even know when they will announce the final result, and you want to be part of it, you want for your young. So once we no say the result and they can announce them, and then we open the phone line, sorry, and then we come online, instantly YouTube they send notification for you. So what you do, go down on YouTube, you already watch on Facebook, just go and subscribe and come back. And also most of you can say we like for watch on Facebook because it's cheap now, and the same data you want, and the same. So go down on YouTube, subscribe. Once you subscribe, you see say it fade. And then you go to the next hand, you see the bell. Press the notification bell, and then you press the word with all. Once you don't do that, you're done. If you want to go back to Facebook, and then what in this means say anything will come online on YouTube. If we're not there on Facebook, you still not miss out with all of the information. So please, you are the watch right now with 3,000 within Facebook. Come over to YouTube and can subscribe, and then you can go back. On YouTube, we get 80,854. Yeah. So thank you very much. And let me see something. Wait. Saluba. I want to wish you good luck and take care. Apart from we, other one than day. God bless you, and we appreciate where you don't actually join me in this platform from the time we begin watch to this point. Good luck, sir. Let me see. We actually get a lot of things that we actually happen. Yes, so a lot of things that really happen. And please, I want to encourage you now for keep the conversation civil and let una please not cause on yourself. Please una not cause on yourself. This is an election. We get to accept everybody in views. Yeah, we afterwards we all now one family. So I like Family Talk, one of them song. As the batter the knack, as the batter the knack, we forgo vote like one family. You know, but unfortunately, we still say we not go vote like one family. So they beat people and they chat people, they aid them, policemen, so German, they do other things them. So unfortunate. I wish we could just go with this kind of slogan, say we all are one family, yeah, and discuss like family. And we encourage you, when you watch me right now, for discourse like one family, eh? Please, now that we want for no. Please, as the batter the knack. They say new the PRV okay of certain things them we they say for the 2023 election new trainer okay and deploy 6,000 observer them all over the country. Yeah, we cover the election now. All the polling center them train. In other words, they get 750 where they train and then deploy them now for to a statistically representative sample of polling station. So in other words, they get their own training where they do. So this basically now their own training. So I think what's important, we don't read the press release of new, and we don't hear waiting exactly then. So in case you do where they watch so you miss something from the own press conference, and take a little bit of time, let we actually waiting at the word. Let we actually go back and see waiting exactly new, you know, the press conference being get for say. Waiting the new press conference say it was nice for let we actually get them. Let we get them again. So if that be the case, I want to use this opportunity for actually go back to the video we knew then just do, you know, through the Facebook page. Now they we engage program. Now they we see them. So let me take this opportunity for go back quickly and watch this video for you. Will just the cam and maybe you don't meet this the rest of the conference. So it go nice for let we actually get them. Yeah. So let's just bring them up for you again. Let you see them or let you watch them. Now the right word that one day. Let's bring them up for you. Let you watch them again. For you, you know, waiting after that day, not going on side you. We they can ask you what you think. We they can get your own views, yeah, on this particular press conference and waiting at the information we knew they don't update tweets, yeah. We come back just now.
Commission for Transparency Update, PRVT, partial election results released. Regarding partial election results from 60% of polling stations across the country, and using the disaggregated data by district, National Election Watch is able to confirm that so far the portion of results announced by the Electoral Commission match National Elections Watch. We wish to thank the Commission for providing data disaggregated by districts, which increase transparency of the process and can build confidence for the remaining process. The results announced by ECSL are based on 60% of polling stations in each district, but do not represent 60% of the total votes cast in each district because polling stations vary in size. For example, in Kaila, Bombali, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 71% of registered voters in the district. In Port Loko, in the district. In Bond, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 71% of registered voters in the district. And in Western Area Urban, the valid votes cast in the 60% of polling stations announced represent 44% of registered voters in the district. However, new votes are counted with integrity. Voter turnout will be 77.3%, plus or minus 1.7%, between 75.4% and 79%. And no candidate will reach the constitutional threshold of 55% of votes cast in the first round. News PRVT data, which is the basis for this projection, will be made available to the public subsequently. For the 2023 elections, New trained and deployed 6,000 observers across the country, covering every polling center. Of these observers, 750 were specially trained and deployed to a statistically representative sample of polling stations across all the 5 regions and 16 districts in Sierra Leone, using the process and results verification for transparency PRVT methodology. The PRVT allowed NEW to assess the quality of election day processes and independently verify the official election results announced by the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, ECSL. News 2023 PRVT successfully consolidated findings that are representative of all polling stations at a national scale.
Thank you very much. And the National Elections Watch will continue to engage the public as we move on. Thank you.
Okay, so that's now new. Now the young press conference where they actually all name we watch through GG's new the press conference, and they don't tell you certain things them program just for giving you information, because this not only information them just for pass the information to you. Please subscribe, like the program, please just like the program on YouTube. We get 533. Please just like the program. Thank you. Nobody knows that you don't like them. I'll show you that one day. And on Facebook, we get 2,600 with the watch right now, and with 1,966. Facebook not they deceive you at all. Then they always they prove them. So please, on YouTube, we know say I can do better. So please like the program for we. Okay, this not to me talk. In other words, I not get any boku go camp on this particular talk. So we let for Yeri, waiting you as citizen, waiting you as Sierra Leonean, waiting you as Yadonian, family member now we yard, waiting you get for say, because once you there so the watch, you're a family member. Please let we keep these things simple. Yeah. Let we keep them simple, let we keep them civil, and let we keep them respectful. Yeah. No incitement, we know the take, we know the promote any form of violence, we know they promote anything we go create problem inside we country. So if you know say now that you want for can talk, please not call. We just want for discuss civil. From where I sit down there at the talk, I always done they become very civil. You know, at the talk the real thing and the hard truth, but I know they incite nobody. I know they talk about tribe. Yeah, I know if I more I begin talk, I not talk about Mende, I not talk about Temine, I talk about SLPP, I talk about APC, I talk about New, I talk about all of the observers them. Please let we avoid them things then they because we they for all the government to account rather than promoting anything. We not they promote any violence, we not they promote any form of violence, we commend them all, okay? Because we feel say every Sierra Leonean very much important to we as a nation or as a program we try to maintain. Okay, so if that be the case, we can go now on the line and begin take you calls them and yeah, what you actually get for say with regard to what you don't say. Please let we keep the conversation straight and to the point. We only concerned about waiting new don't say. We only concerned about waiting new don't say. I repeat, we concerned about waiting new don't say. So in other words, we could combine and say waiting new say and waiting ECSL say now only we concerned about. Yeah. Let me keep the conversation clean. The number then on the screen, and I repeat, now only on WhatsApp call. Now only on WhatsApp call with the take. Now only WhatsApp call with the take. So save this number on your phone and use them as WhatsApp call. Now only WhatsApp call, please not call normal call. I repeat, please not call normal call. And when you call, make sure say you turn down the volume of your set. Let you not disturb, let you not get negative feedback. Go straight to the point. We want to know your name and who you call from. The worst case scenario, just want for know where you call from because we want to keep track of we want to keep record of all the side and way people in the call we from. And you get 1 minute 30 seconds for make your point. So we go on the line and take the first call inside the program. Welcome to the show. Your name and who you call from.
Yeah, this is Abdul. I call from United States.
Thank you, Abdul. You get 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay. I really appreciate what you do concerning for the 60% total number of police stations we in the Mohammed Kone say don't announce, and then but based on the breakdowns of what you do, I think it's incomplete. When you look at all the breakdowns and because they just consider like almost 4 or 5 districts them. And then if you think about 12 something. So I don't know if you really knew then we will help with or get the complete breakdown of all the analysis we then do. We can only few. We see 44% for Western Urban. We see for Bombali. They will see for Putloko. They will see for Kailang.
I mean, then say for example, it means say then get all the other one and then just say for example as a case study. Then say they go make sure say they send the data to the public for let them see them.
Okay, yeah, congrats. Okay, but wait until I say back, please. We are concerned based on all them breakdowns and when you look at the statistics because they don't talk and clearly say nobody will reach the 55% threshold. And as a result, then go predict like a runoff. And then now the hearing from waiting, this man don't talk when
10 more seconds.
Yeah. So in talks he said they will swear in the president that they can't call the final result. So we don't know who's how people there right now. We are.
All right, thank you very much. We have to wait for C and see it's good that we set the record straight. Welcome to the show. Name and who you call from. We'll go to another call. Please, when you call, pay attention to the phone, not to the television. Welcome to the show.
Yeah,
Your name and who you call from. Good morning, sir.
I want to take this opportunity for address Mr. Mohammed Kane or Kone.
Yeah, Kone.
The ECSL and the Sierra Leone military. Sierra Leone is a fragile state. We just come up and war. We don't begin make gains. Now we see everything they reverse. Do ya? Are they take God big than all what I don't mention? So let them do what's right for Sierra Leone. Let we go through this period peacefully. This morning, I see a video clip of a military officer. They talk, then go do this, then go do that, any side where they go protect two side SLPP supporters, then they. You see, now we not lost sight of one thing. Sierra Leone, big bass we all. And there are Sierra Leoneans outside Sierra Leone where then get the ability for mobilize resources and do what in they want to do.
10 more seconds.
Do ya? Let we behave ourselves in Sierra Leone, let go through this peacefully. Now this I get for say.
Thank you very much. All right, to go to another call again, and take. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. You get 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Yes, good morning. I'm calling from Washington. Thank you for the program.
Yeah, go ahead. You get the platform, sir. Welcome.
And my man, what I want to say, hey, my man, Sierra Leone, we as Sierra Leoneans, not too much issues. Meaning, everybody will worry about this election. I know we should worry about the election, but for the last 50 years, since we started getting presidential election, nothing not changing our land. Number one. So really, that part did not matter so much. Number two, I want to challenge everybody waiting at the line here. Majority of us not diasporas. How about we all put $20 a month to help feed our people in our land? Don't come up with we, the Sierra Leoneans, we the people get the power. I don't know why so much would depend on government. We believe that now government they can't solve everything in our lives.
So no, I don't understand. Waiting at the thing where you talk about where down the for now the election results what they talk about.
I mean, election result, no result. What you mean the tribal say? Neither party have done anything to help with land. So I don't know why everybody the blood pressure they go so much up. Calm down. Tomorrow is another day in a salon. Just calm down. Let's get through this process. But the better process will be for us Sierra Leoneans, for we the people to work together to improve land.
Thank you very much, sir. All right, we go on the line again and take another call. Welcome to the show. Your name inside the call.
Hello.
Sorry. Your name inside the call from.
Yes, Mbappe, how are you? This is
Okay, so if you get 1 minute 30 seconds.
What me they say no more is that Mbappe, that country they believe say God will make them easy for like we all see the good thing we want to happen in our country there. And as I say, anything we corner or anybody plan for bring come from our country, we gonna go allow them. As for new, we so much appreciate them because people finally stand up for our country, go back to the dark days then. They will continue for telling thank you and bless them. And for anybody where they can't talk now, people and pressure to go up, yes.
No, respect everybody in view. Not just comment on person.
Yes, Lapinde.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
So if you see anybody temperature go up like because of that.
All right. We go to another call quickly. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. Don't tell us hello now. You use the volume of the set. I go to another caller. Welcome to the show. Your name and inside the call from. What did you find out yourself? Your name and inside the call from.
Man, just is not concerned citizen from where at,
Right.
Man, I just want to ask a question. This level, if you didn't take out from APC, Samuel Kamara, is scapegoat na APC? Because the people away for stand for them, but people in the way stand back. You understand? At the city, and I tell the Israeli people then today. Samuel Kamara win that first election 2018, then take on the hand. We see the destruction will happen. And if you do the same thing, you get for worse more than this. You understand? It's so sad. The people wait for stand, they will just talk, pay, you see dying down. Unable to stand for the people. The people don't fight for them. Give them the power. Now they say they don't have BTL. Even Amesi say that you the way put say that 30% where they go take. Why they go take 30% when not copy the party now where they don't put results 60% now they talk about that. This is not for now all. Even to Anes Kogoma, he contributes because he able to stand for the people. We stand for yesterday.
Thank you.
We know
very
ever
much.
do not this for the next world.
All right. So something disturbing the happen right now. We will get for drop this program anytime from now, and we get set again in the next seconds because we don't want to mix the program then for the one that we call later. In the next seconds, we understand say in as much as we don't get all of them developments here, so Parliament is all set right now for go declare Madabio as the winner for this particular election. So if that be the case, I want for first of all use this opportunity for say you waiting at Facebook. I repeat, please come over to YouTube and subscribe and then turn on the notification bell. We don't know waiting if we will can on Facebook in the next minutes, but please come over and subscribe. Now, we as well they cover this election extensively. We get all the reports of them all over where they give you updates. We get for as well get them for later. We had an presidential result and waiting at the latest moves of the government or the country. So stay tuned, stay fixed. If you're not subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, please come over there now. La help una follow una see the YouTube channel. La just see what I can do for get on the YouTube channel. La una see am. La una see the YouTube channel quickly. I the post am na Facebook quick. Le una just press the link, come over and subscribe. Come over and subscribe. And then because we cover extensively, we ask you say a lot of people they don't contribute, but still we need money for pay the. We just don't give them advance. We not forget the money we want. We just don't give them advance, and we get forgive them again. Say we not pay them. So help we if you get $20, $10, $5, $100, $50, $150, anything you get, please send them for we now. Now YouTube search for Sama Kuruma, SAMMA Kuruma. You see all the details the way you go inside there, yeah. And then do give you anything. If you want for send them to Salon, please do. And send out any side, Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, whatever transaction, and then you send out to you put the name Fatima Tabangura, Sierra Leone, and then the receipt send out for winner this number where they at the screen so right now. Okay, so I'll take we leave for now and get standby, low monitor the system, quick one, how it's like, and then we come back just now for that we can look at the final result with ECSL the give and who that ECSL they declare as president for the Republic of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. I know they take any more callers. Sorry that we get for dropper like this instantly or automatically or abruptly. You know, so but please, we actually come back. GG Snow, stand by. You ain't not subscribed yet na YouTube. Please come over now because we don't know if you will miss the results and you don't want to miss this particular thing where they go on so right now. My name is Simbepe, the Freedom Fighter. I'm out.
Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone report is beautiful.